Hey track fans, hey Albert, Wilf, how you doing guys? How are you all? So Merry Christmas, I hope you had a great time. This is going to be my best video of the year. Easy edit, it's just going to be this and a close-up on some stuff that I want to talk to you about. So starting, top of the tree, Gaydon, how amazing was that? The winter slot car market every year, early December, early doors, right near your pay packet. Yes, it was amazing, and I'm going to talk you through some of the stuff that I bought there. But before I do, I have a little quick festive shout out to some guys that I met, some new people. We've got some new track fans. We've got Anthony and Rachel from Bolton. We had Colin, he was enjoying retirement. I saw him at Phil Smith's stand. We've got Nigel from Brighton, Mick and Bill from Southampton, Darren and his missus. The average track fan that is, Darren, well done mate, opened the show for me as well, and you spotted it. He left a comment, so if you like what you see here today, or you like what you've seen previously, do leave some comments, because it helps other viewers get a feel and a taste for what the show is all about. So then, well, some people say, Pete, why are you going to show? Why don't you just buy stuff on eBay or from Facebook Marketplace? And the reason I go to the Gaydon show in particular, along with other shows exist, we'll talk about them in a minute. They're like my convenient cue cards because I'm an amateur broadcaster. Yeah, so why do you go to show? We go to show to get a bargain. And why do we need a bargain? Because the cost of everything at the moment is really high. The cost of energy, the cost of food, the cost of this, that and the other. Depressing. So you go to a show and you pick up some steals and you help the market traders out because they make a bit out of it as well. You save a bit out of it and generally makes the wheels go around. Let me give you an example of what I mean. So first off, I tell you what, let me bring the camera in so you can get a close-up of what we're looking at. Hold that thought and you're back. Well done, well done. So what you see is, so first off, I make a beeline to see Doug and Ian over at Magnetic Racing, because firstly, they're just great guys. I really just enjoy the banter with those guys. And they were doing a deal. So what they've done through the year, they do corporate events. So they take the scenery. In fact, look, here's a picture of one. This is what they do. They go around to corporate events, they set up the track, they have a great time. And that's one of the things they do. But when you do that, you deal with a lot of drunken people. And I know this because I caught up with them in the Clerkenwell Design Week earlier in the year. And it was carnage. So everyone was having a great time. And what happens is you get things where the end is broken off. And it was unpainted. So as you can see, I've started to paint this. You can see I've just starting to do the, oh mate, this is difficult. And this is what it's going to look like when I've finished it. And then I'm going to glue this on and it's going to be famous. So they were doing a deal, 3 buildings or structures for £20. So next thing I got was this, absolute genius. And where is my battery? It works. It works. So a little bit of TLC because the base is a little bit shabby. I'm going to have that as my desktop. So I got that. And then my third building. So I've started to create a bit of a base on here with some bushes and some grass. And it's an advertising billboard scene, which unfortunately, the minute I got in my car and started to drive home, it broke. So I'm going to fix it. So I've been spraying that up, painting and spraying that up, and the light was already ready. And what I did was, the reason I've started with Ian and Doug is because they were doing a Black Friday sale just before the show. Sharks, if you check in or follow them on social media, then you will get information about what they're doing. So I've been really jealous of Paul in Nottingham and of Tara and Steve over at Strictly 132 Scale Models. I hope I've got that right. I normally have their card around here somewhere. Anyway, so I've got the cafe. I'll put that down there a second. And this is how these structures look, and they come like this. So you have to take them out, paint them up, you have to build them, you have to do everything with them. It's great stuff. Keeps you off the street. And this one is going to be a rotating Michelin Man. Lovely. And then this is it. The double bridge. The double Goodyear bridge. It is going to be epic. You can just make out what it's going to look like there. The little story behind this. I've got twin boys who are 16 and they like to have their pals over in the garage, you know, to chill out and stuff. God knows what they do in there, God help us. But they decided to go ferocious one day and they broke my Dunlop bridge. So they've bought me a new one. Well done. Anyway, right, so moving on. So those 3 buildings there, 3 for £20. What I then did was I mooched around to one of the other stalls where I picked up a Lola T70, the number 7 Johnny Surtees Riverside Can-Am 1968. Beautiful, beautifully made. It's not a new car. It's new to me, obviously. However, really nice detailing. Now, on average online, this is £80. This costs 80 quid. However, at the show, I got it for £65. So quick maths, I've saved myself £15. So technically, I've now bought these 3 buildings for a £5. Yes, that's why we go to the show. I've got 3 buildings for a £5. I've got the car at a lower price. Take a little sip of coffee there, guys. I'm getting a bit excited now. So I bought the Lola. Can't wait to get that on the track. My current Lola. Where are you? Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. It's still got the sticker on it from race nights. So I'll take the sticker off. My current Lola is battered. It honestly is getting hammered. So it's going to be nice to have a new Lola. And also this year, what's new in the Rockingham Slot Car Club, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be other places as well. I haven't actually checked. I'll just talk about being insular. Is this a 1 in 24 slot car, I hear you say? Yes, I decided to get nice Escort. Here it is. Check this out. 1 in 24 scale slot car with criteria for the race rules. A metal chassis. Look at that. I've never had one of them before, but I do. I have another one now. Not of this, but I'll show you in a minute when we get on to Christmas. Okay, so BRM, cool. Really well built. Very, very well built. I've had a go on it up the club. I tried it out. Really cool. Quite a lot of fun. We thought it might be a bit congested when they're racing next to each other, but no, they actually race quite well. Dave Farrer has kindly taken and glued and trued my tyres for me, because these tyres are a little bit bigger than what will go on the Huddy Trueman machine apparently. So he sorted me out there. Cheers, Dave, if you're watching this. I hope so. Avid track fans. So let me make a quick look at what we've got here. Yeah, so that's a new class, that 1 in 24 scale BRM. So a lot of us from the club are at the show scrambling for new cars. That car there was £100. Hang on, let me show you it again. £100, everyone. I had to sell a rib to buy that, but if you buy them new, well, not that is brand new, but if you buy them in a regular fashion, it's going to set you back 120 to 140 pounds. So again, we've made a saving, you know, by going to the show, by being bothered, by supporting local traders and business. And don't worry, don't feel like you're cheating on the big boys like, I don't know, Pendle, because Pendle are there doing deals as well. So it's all good. Anyway, moving swiftly on. What else have I got on there? I've been making some notes so that I actually keep in check and don't go off grid. So, okay, so we just touched on there how to save some money in slot car hobby by finding bargains which are at shows. Where are the shows, I hear you say? Hang on, let me cut back. No, I'm going to actually show you. I'll put the shows up on the screen as I'm talking through it. So firstly, on the 8th of January, so you haven't got much time, track fans, we've got the Swindon Scalextric Swap Meet. This is down the Grange Leisure Centre. So if you're in the vicinity of Swindon, the 8th of January, there's your puppy. So then, the next event I'm going to, Milton Keynes Swap Meet on February the 12th. That's in a Wootton Leisure Centre. I only lived there for 5 years. Why am I stuttering? Because it's in Leadenhall. And I always put Wootton in a different estate. I'm getting a little bit in a Milton Keynes here. But Milton Keynes, 12th of February, boosh. That's always a good one. Always, I've done one, but that was good. So I'm hoping this one will be good. Then I can say always a good one. And then the one after that I've got here is the Orpington Slot Car Swap Meet. Oh, Phil Smith's running this one. Sterling guy, what a great guy. Anyway, this is in Orpington in Kent. So, and that is on the 16th of April. There you go. 3 swap meets coming up. So you can see the guys, you can get involved with getting some of your own bargains. But what drives better value than finding a bargain at the show? I'll tell you, Christmas lists. Yes. So, and did I ask? I put a call out and the call was answered. Thanks, Dad. For this. Yes. Now, this will only hurt for a moment, matron. I'm going to put this on because I'm spraying this up and I don't want to get any finger residue or finger grease on it. What is it, I hear you say? Have a look at the image here, pops up here. Don't quite know how I'm going to fashion it, but it is a part of, yes, everybody, well done at the back, a Ferrari Thin Wall Special Mark IV. Now I'm getting this ready, he says. I'm getting this ready. I'm going to try and enter it into a couple of race meets this year. Right, let me put that back on there. So I can get rid of this glove because it is a bit weird. Presenting a show with a rubber glove on. No, sounds like something off the vets. And here's the inside of the car, everyone. It was a scratch build. So that's the chassis. Doing my very best here to try and make it as big as I can. So you can actually see the inside, the components, get some different angles on this. Kind of an interesting experience, this. I did just check the race rules and I need to check this with Mick Kerr because Mick Kerr is the oracle of all things vintage. Or Dave Farrow, I don't know. Whoever is it first in eyesight, possibly Mick though. Because these are the events I'm thinking. First off, we've got the Winter Classic, which is on the 15th of January. Here's a little flyer. And I've checked, it says here, I'll tell you what, let me just grab this. This will just take a minute. I need to check because it says pre-1940 cars or Sport GT 63 to 75 or Scalv F1 66 to 82, which is polycar basically. This beauty here is a 1953. So it doesn't say it's on here, but it does have a picture of what looks suspiciously like a Ferrari 500. So I'm going to check with Mick when I go at the club on Friday. It's this Friday is a NASCAR Christmas special. Really looking forward to that. I'm going to try my hardest to get this out to you before Friday or I'll be ruined. Fantastic. So we've got that. That's on the 15th of January. Listen, this is open. You know, you can come down with your cars and race. And if you wanted to come down, you haven't got a car. I can't remember, but I'm sure some people have some loaner cars to give you the experience. But I mean, it's an open event and it is a really, really fun thing to do. I did the American Pie, I got the bug, I loved it. That's why I'm building this scratch built car so I can get stuck into the fun as well. So this is for the Winter Classic, or the Big Birds event on the 1st of April. I'll put the poster up here. As you can see, it is featuring, let's get the right one. There we go. So this definitely is criteria. 1950 to 1960 Grand Prix car. Boosh goes in. Yes. So that's that. But before all of that, and excitingly enough, if I show you this, what are you going to say? What is it? It's a Lotus, of course. It's an F1 Poly car. 1972. If I got that wrong, correct me, but I'm flying from the hip, firing from the hip, and it doesn't even say on the bottom. No, it's 72 Lotus. I know it because I didn't come last in the competition in that car. Fantastic. And the other race on this Big Birds is 6165. So that's going to be some other style of cars. Check the American Pie for more info on that. That'd be fantastic. There you go. Okay, so there you have it. There you have it, track fans. So we've gone through what I bought in Gaydon, why I go to Gaydon, how to get a bargain to afford other things that you want in your collection, to finding deals, which was to purchase on Black Friday deal, but then pick it up at the show you're going to, saved on your postage, boosh, saved another £5. Then we had a look at what's up and coming, the events, they're going to be amazing. Then we had a look at what I got for Christmas in terms of car-wise and why I got those cars. I've got another episode coming up because I got some other stuff for Christmas, like this thing in particular. It's called a wet palette. And if you're into figures or modeling or doing buildings, or if you're watching Mac, the hot dog man, then that's something else. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up there. Merry Christmas to you guys. Might speak to you before New Year. I might not. I don't know. It depends. I'm having a week off. It's been a volatile year. That's probably the best way I can sum it up. But I'm going into 2023 better than coming out of last year. So thanks ever so much, everyone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and all things slot car related, of all your support this year. It means so much. Thank you very much. You all know who you are, and occasionally I speak to you on WhatsApp. So no, I really do appreciate you tuning in, talking about the show, subscribing, liking, commenting, do some of that. Really appreciate it. So we're going to do a lot more events next year, and we're going to, until I can clear the space in my garage. Oh my God, I've been watching Netflix too long. In my garage, that's better. And to get the track set up and put some of this scenery in place, and then start getting you involved with that. A lot to do. So I'm possibly also, once I've built this, I'm going to get another one and then I'm going to do a video on scratch build. So if that's something of interest too, let me know in the comments, because I might prioritize it ahead of some other things that I was thinking about doing in January. But lots of events coming up this year. January is going to be heavy for events. We've already got the Polycart and we've already got the Winter Classics. So stay tuned, track fans. If I don't speak to you before, have a very happy new year. A Merry Christmas to you all, and thanks ever so much for subscribing. Take care, guys. See you later, track fans.